I didn't know.
All right, now
My
people can hear you.
Discord was fucking up.
Yeah.
My Discord was messing up, so I had to restart everything.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm sorry for the wait, everybody. If you're already there live.
All right. So,
I'm gonna play
did you
some
guys
intro
enjoy?
music, and we're gonna get started.
Okay.
Welcome to Xbox Uncut, episode 252, the real 252. We're back for another week of video game discussions, topics, anything and everything video games. And of course, the anime corner, because that has become a thing. But before we get into anything, let's introduce all the panelists today. We got the main man, Eric. What's up, Eric? I mean, this is like been years since you were at the intro of the show. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah, we're good. We're good. And then we got Steph. What's up, Steph? Thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate it. And my main man, Will. Welcome to the show, Will. Another dollar. No, they don't. They really don't. But I'm sorry. I'm still dealing with this cold, people. So I apologize if I coughing a little bit on the podcast. I'm gonna try to keep my my phlegm to myself, if you will. But yeah. That's why we're doing it over radios, not in person. That and it's a hell of a drive. So how have y'all been this last week? What's going on? Like, it's marvelous. Okay. All right. Well, I guess we can knock out the news real quick. Then we'll get into what you've been playing, and make this shit work. Let's start off. Project xCloud will support all digital Xbox One games. I read this, and I feel like this has already been covered before, but Windows Central popped it in because the the GDC like time slot information came in, and we got a little bit more info. It says Project X Cloud is enabling console native games to stream through our Azure hosted game servers and stream clients. Any console native game currently shipping in the Microsoft Store or on Xbox will be capable of streaming to a mobile device. Project X Cloud is an open platform with a customizable client user design experience where stream starts from the Xbox game developers not having to modify a single line of existing game code. This talk will go deeper into how cloud-aware games built with the Project X Cloud software development kit will help games adapt for mobile through the same graphics and input paragrams as a console native development. You will also learn about new microservices layers that allow customizations such as glass and touch input when a game controller is not available, all outside of the game. It's power of the cloud, guys. This episode is going to be all about the cloud. Putting it right now, power of the cloud. I mean, they haven't technically officially announced anything, but it's just pretty much going GDC's coming, guys. And I'm excited to see what. Well, that's what they're saying. That you won't have to edit a single line of code, and they'll just support it. Yeah. Yeah, March 18th. For Xbox or Google? Okay. He's calling his ground now. I'll call you a cuck. That's what I'm gonna call you. Oh shit. I don't think you do. I'm with Steph. I think you make this what gold is all about. It's like this is your golden ticket to gaming anywhere, and then you make multiplayer free. No, because it's already free on mobile and PC. I think you fucking take the hit, make mobile multiplayer free on console, and then just make your gold subscription about streaming your games anywhere, anytime, any place. You saying it's gonna just be part of gold is fucking just as bullshit as my.
They just charge you for the game. They charge you for the game. If you're paying $60 for a game, they don't charge you that. There's no monthly fee for those things. There's only
with the stream, guys. 1 sec.
Oh, okay. Should we stop talking? Sure.
Yeah, because I don't think y'all were being uploaded into the stream.
That sucks.
Nothing y'all said.
I'm over here dropping knowledge, and they can't even hear these facts.
Yeah. I mean, nobody's gonna know what you claimed. I mean, at all. All right. I mean, Bones, was that the whole time or just for a minute that you didn't hear audio from them? I kind of need to know, because if you didn't hear audio from them the whole time, I'm going to have to restart the show. I mean, it's only been a couple minutes, but... Excuse me. I hate to restart, but I don't want to have people just listen to me the whole time.
Yeah, I hear you. It happens, though.
Okay, he didn't hear anything to just now, so we'll have to restart. 1 sec.
Starting the whole show?
Yep, we're starting. Sorry about that, guys.
No problem.
welcome to Xbox Uncut episode 252, the real 252 episode because I fucked up last week. And this is part 2, or well, take 2 of 2 because I messed up the audio this week as well. But this is the cast of people that I'm willing to have here to put up with my shit because I don't feel good and they're going to let me redo this episode. So welcome to the show, Eric. Thank you so much for being here. Eric?
You know he ain't here.
I was about to say,
I'm here. How you doing?
The traditional Eric. It's so much better. We got Steph. What's up, Steph?
I'm here. I'm here.
Claiming Google console fanboyism before anybody else can.
Well, let's save that. Let's save
it. Save it. Okay, hold on.
To be honest, let's be honest. If they are really making a console, you know, there's gonna be like the biggest.
Let's get the intro.
Let me get Will in here before we start going right back into what we were discussing before we found out that nobody could hear y'all. Welcome to the show, Will. Thank you for being here. Will.
Oh, wow.
Will disappeared. Okay, well, we're just going to move on right to the first topic discussion because we're going to kind of pop through these things. Project X Cloud will support all digital Xbox One games. Let me go through this real quick. Project X Cloud is enabling console-native games to stream through our Azure-hosted game servers and streaming clients. Any console-native game currently shipping in the Microsoft Store on Xbox will be capable of streaming to a mobile device. Project X Cloud is an open platform with customizable client user design experience where streaming starts with an Xbox game developer not having to modify a single line of existing game code. This talk will go deeper into how cloud-aware games built with the Project X Cloud software development kit will help games adapt to mobile through the same graphics and input paradigms. So consoles native development, you will learn about the new microservices layers that allow customization such as glass and touch input with game controller is not available, all outside of the game. All right, I read it. Did it. Paradigms. I know the word. I just couldn't say it.
Okay.
Now, I mean, it's a cool concept. We've been trying to argue. It's hard to have these discussions exactly the same way again. I really do think this is a cool path for them to go. I think we've discussed on the show before. I don't know how they're going to actually implement it when it comes to fees. I would like to see them get rid of the paywall for multiplayer and put this service behind the paywall instead of creating a whole new paywall. Eric, how would you approach this this new version of gaming? Riveting, Eric. Absolutely riveting. Steph? Am I losing everybody?
I don't know. Well, for me, I had my thing on mute, and I didn't know if you guys were talking to me because I didn't hear anything until now. So I was like, oh damn, I had this thing on mute on everything. But yeah, I guess I'll chime in. Yeah, I mean, hopefully they'll tier their services and make them kind of in a way that you can get a lot more benefits from live, to the streaming, and they'll have to definitely have to figure that out because you got the streaming plus the what's the other thing, games with gold, and some other thing I'm kind of figuring I'm missing something. Well, the online as well, but online is always going to be part of that. So
yeah, I agree, Will. The way I see it is you're just getting the shit for free, man. There's no way they can charge you for something else.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The Game Pass. Sorry, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's the Game Pass. So they have to basically Game Pass, Xbox Live Gold, the what do you call it? Games of Gold, the paywall, and then the streaming. So they have pretty much 4 different things that they have to kind of figure out how to sell you. So they definitely have to give Gold subscribers better value if you're even still paying for free to play, because that's another problem they have to get around.
That's true. That's a good point.
So, yeah.
Well, I'll go ahead and go into my stuff again and just say that I feel like the service. I think we talked about this before when it first came out. I don't think there's a way that they're actually going to be able to charge us for it again.
Mm.
I mean, you're gonna. It's just going to be a part of gold. If as long as you have online multiplayer or whatever, that's going to be a part of this, like connecting to the servers, wherever. Just like connecting to a multiplayer match is going to be like connecting to the server to stream a game. I think it'll be similar. So as long as you can pay for that, you got it. Yeah, but he would pay a sub to play if you're on your phone streaming games on your phone. Realistically, most of those people are going to be gamers who are familiar with the Xbox platform. If you're using Xbox, so that means that you're playing Halo. You realize that to play Halo online, there is a subscription for it. There's a gold subscription, which also gives you the ability to play Battlefield 5 on your phone online too. That's just part of it. And if they don't want to, yeah, they want a new. Well, I don't. There's no way they're gonna charge people. There's no way. I can't. No one's gonna pay for that shit.
Yeah, it'll be hard to run it like PS Now because PS Now, it's a third service and it's not. I mean, it's like apparently it's doing well, so I guess it is working for Sony, but for Xbox, I think they'd have to. I think it'd be a lot smarter if you splice that into the gold subscription itself.
It makes sense, and it's not really the same thing though. I mean, it is, but it isn't.
Mm-hmm.
It's different.
Yeah.
What this is taking your existing library, stuff that you already have, and giving you a new way to use it. PS Now is as an actual service that has nothing to do with anything that you already own. Two different things.
Yeah, it's like a mix of Game Pass and like xCloud, basically. Like as far as just Sony goes, what they're doing with it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Except for that library, nothing leaves it. Nothing leaves PlayStation Now. It's just there. They grow over time. So.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see how these two services evolve and see how they try to one up each other. So that's gonna be interesting.
I think that PlayStation Now is gonna change more to what Game Pass is.
Yeah,
honestly. It'll be more like Game Pass. It'll be less about streaming until they can get the streaming under control. Because I mean, it's not really sexy to wait in line to play a game. Nobody wants to fucking do that. It don't look good until they get their servers under control. Oh, sorry, my son said, "What's up?"
Hey, what's up, buddy? But yeah, I mean, Bones says they want a new audience, which is interesting. So it makes it a lot harder to like not have xCloud as like a separate service as well.
Yeah. How do you think they'll do that, Bones?
Yeah, curious about that myself. Unless they offer two types of services, maybe like a xCloud streaming, maybe like almost like a what do you call it? like PS Now. And then also there's another version that you can stream with your own games, but it's part of the service that I mean, it's not an additional charge for your gold subscription, maybe.
I mean, I could see him just rolling it into Game Pass. It's like, hey, if you buy Game Pass, you get access to the streaming. And
I'm curious of whether they're gonna do it that way. Like, do you think it'll be with Game Pass, and if you pay for Game Pass, you get it, or will it be with gold?
Because at the end of the day, we all agree that it requires hardware running power that needs maintenance to make this work.
Yeah.
And the idea that you just buy like a $10 game and then they give you access to all this hardware and server time to run it, somebody has to pay that bill. And I just don't see it being free. Like, maybe.
It's gonna be free.
Yeah, I think
the way that they make up. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Steph. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say the way that they're gonna make up that money in that is that say the people who don't own a console that they play it and they like it, they decide to after they get. I'm sure they'll come with a trial, a 14-day trial like usual. They'll subscribe. They'll subscribe to the little $10 a month or whatever it is, $24 every 3 months or $60 a year, and they'll just be another user to the system. They just won't have a console. You know, I don't. And then maybe on the side they'll sell you Game Pass or it's either this. It's either gonna be you get it with Game Pass or you get it with Gold. There's not gonna be Gold, Game Pass, and XCloud separately, like 3 different fees. There's no way they can manage. I can tell you right now, if that's something that they think that I'm going to pay for too, they're out of their fucking mind. I'm not paying 3 different subscribers. No way. I mean, and the reality is that we live in a world now where everything is a subscription. So it wouldn't really blow my mind that they would do that, but to separate it on their own, to have 3 different subscriptions that they provide on their own platform would be insane to me, and that's just my opinion. But yeah,
Yeah, I agree with stuff. It should be part of one service or another. Game Pass seems like the most, I guess, easiest to sell because Gold.
why
I
would
mean,
you say
of
that?
course, I don't know. I guess because
But the
that's
thing is you don't
yeah,
get Gold with Game Pass, so
yeah. So
you
they'd
would
have
have to
to,
have both anyway.
yeah, they might even have to roll Gold into Game Pass as well. So like maybe like a 3-in-1, and maybe because I've heard this kind of suggestion before that they will kind of increase the price of Game Pass, but you get more for your subscription. So that'll
Yeah,
be one way to do it. So Bones answered
add the Gold to a Game Pass basically.
yeah, like kind of like what PS Plus is doing with that, and then maybe
Yeah, like where, for instance, in PlayStation Now, if there's a multiplayer game there and you're playing it through PlayStation Now, you don't have to have PlayStation Plus.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, is
So
that something that's viable? You think?
it could be. It's very tricky though. Like you have to find Microsoft's really in like they have to really find a way like the sweet spot to where to charge the customers and what particular services would um package well together so that your customer gets everything that they would need.
Yeah, that would be a major incentive though. If everybody didn't have to pay for that particular feature, right?
Mm-hmm.
You would think Sony would have been on top of it. I mean, I'm just saying, like, you would think they would be the ones to say, we already got PlayStation Now. We're going to start with PlayStation 4 games, right? And, you could just stream it, without any, like they could have just said all of our exclusives now. You can just stream it, your, to your TV,
Yeah.
your Sony TV. The PC, I think, is a little murky ground still for them. We'll see what happens with that, but or their device, they have that little Sony, I think it's a Sony TV thing they got, the dongle or whatever, or the PS4. So I don't know. It's up to them. I think Microsoft though, they're in the right direction. That's what they wanted to get in anyway.
Yeah, Old Bones makes a good case though. He says they want to beat Amazon and Google to game streaming market. It needs to be accessible. So I guess what he's saying is like just selling it as a service itself. It might be still kind of a viable option for them. So yeah, I mean it's tricky. Like I said, it's selling so many services at once. You'd have to either be really clear with them what kind of like maybe packages you're selling them, or kind of just make 1 or 2 services and then kind of roll stuff into each respective one.
All right, sorry about that. I was writing something
Fiercely
down.
typing.
That typing though.
I apologize. The listeners can't hear the typing, just y'all. I'm sorry.
Oh wow.
So how many words per minute can you type, Dustin?
I mean, I average about 60.
It's pretty good.
50 to 60.
Jeez.
I'm not great. I mean, when I was in high school, I was doing about 110
Wow.
because I was actually typing every day. But I just stopped for a long time, started using controllers, and my typing skills have just diminished.
There is a website you can put for you fine folks. How fast can I type? I think my coworker showed me this before. Let me see if I can find it in the meantime while Dustin's doing some stuff there.
Oh, no. I mean, we can go to the next article. Activision explains why it broke up with Bungie. So essentially, that shit didn't sell, and Activision was like, we want out. I mean, that's really all there is to it. I mean, there's this whole fucking GameSpot video about it.
Because Destiny, you gotta remember, Destiny didn't sell anywhere near to what like what they expected. Like, you signing this $1 billion, you know what I mean, deal. You expecting, Call of Duty Call of Duty numbers down the line or something. And it went. The first game was off to a good start, right? But after that, it just died down, and the second game just couldn't replicate it.
Yeah.
And it has to do with I know it's crazy to say, the game not having like a deeper story. It really does have to do with it. This particular game,
Yeah.
Destiny 2 came out. There was major controversy again over it. A lot of people felt they was thinking, even after post-release, they felt certain things would change and got better. But it's like, people still felt like it was like Destiny 1.5 or something. So it's weird how that was. So Activision was gonna stay around, like, well, forget about it. And what's crazy? Anthem, right, was supposed to be the answer to Destiny, because Destiny was supposed to be the hot ticket, right? And now Destiny is going down. You know what I mean? It's not really that big anymore. And Anthem's supposed to be it, but then now Anthem's not it. Now it's Apex Legends. It's crazy how a lot of people didn't notice that, like the popularity contest.
That's true. I didn't even think about that.
Major
Destiny fell off.
popularity. Yeah, Destiny fell off. Anthem, it's not falling off, but you know what I mean? Like, it's now, they didn't know Apex Legends was just going to blow up like that, so now they got to deal with that. That's interesting, because it means at any time, people should take that to heart. Any time, if you want to disrupt the gaming industry, the gaming culture, you just throw your game out there and boom.
No, you have to make a battle royale game and just throw it out there and give it away for free.
Oh damn! You gotta make a battle royale game, and you could just disrupt the entire.
No.
industry.
You gotta make it free. You gotta make it free, and it has to be a good game. And you throw it out there. You fucking.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Fortnite is free, and you're right, and PUBG. So yeah, you gotta make it a free game. That's true.
Because it's kind of the game people wanted.
Yeah.
All the bones.
And you could just change everything. It just changes the whole game. Crazy.
Yeah, Bone says the shovel is a groundbreaking device. I agree with that.
It is.
By the way, yeah. By the way, the typingtest.com is the place you could try your typing skills. So www.typingtest.com.
I think mine are horrible.
So far, I've got up to 70, but I don't want to go too much in that. So, sorry, no diversions. Just if you want to try it out, there you go.
I'm sorry, I want to get really nerdy real quick. Do you use mechanical or what kind of keyboard?
Oh, for mine, I use the ones that are kind of inset. They're not like the ones that pop up all the way.
No, I'm mechanical all day.
You feel like that's cheating?
When I type, it's loud because it's I get a click every time I hit.
Okay, I like that tactile feedback though. So that's good too. Yeah, the light up ones, right? The light up keyboard.
Yeah, I do, but I don't like this keyboard. I gotta get another keyboard soon. My original keyboard broke in the last week. This is like a backup keyboard, and it's okay.
The problem is typing. I mean, there's always some spill that happens that you never expect, and you're like, fuck. Now I'm screwed. Until you could air it out, but certain keyboards last more than others when you spill stuff into them.
Yeah.
Mine's right now. I got a bunch of sticky keys.
That
I spilled some, or my kid spilled some shit in my keyboard, and I completely took all the keys out. And I washed them.
Alcohol wipes on the whole thing. Still, it sucks.
But it's actually the buttons that are on the board that press down on the.
That blows.
Yeah, and this Razer keyboard, you can't, like a normal keyboard, you'd be able to take it all the way down to like the actual pad that is connected to each key, and you can't do it with this Razer. I tried.
They don't have a warranty covering that stuff?
I'm sure I got one, but I've had it way longer. I've had this keyboard for about 2 years. I think I got it last year. I don't remember. I just bought another one. They're only $100.
All right.
Welcome to Xbox Typing Uncut, your daily podcast for typing.
Typing daily.
Uncut.
This is gonna be a rough one. So, how do y'all feel about ASDF? Is that the right combination? Should it be
Fucking
different
gut.
keys?
Like, where do you set your home fingers at? Like,
I know. I always
ASDF?
do. I do ASDF.
JKL,
yeah. Because you got the 2 little knobs on both J and F.
Well,
to
ASDF. I'm like,
indicate-
what the fuck are you talking about? I'm looking at my keyboard now.
Yeah.
No, it's ASDF and then JKL, apostrophe.
Yeah.
That's where your
I-
fingers should be set when you're typing. That's the center of keyboard.
Now I type down from the Z.
You peck?
CV.
You peck.
No. I use the.
You know what?
I use underneath. I type very long because I have 6-inch fingers.
That's weird. I don't know if I could do that. It's so.
He got them scarecrow fingers. Don't be mad at him.
Man, I don't know if I could. That really fucks with me just thinking about it.
I'm joking.
It'd be a rough day.
He got those Edward Scissorhands.
Imagine I couldn't imagine typing from the bottom. That sounds dumb. I just made that shit up.
Well, I kind of switch between the home keys and like kind of freestyle, where you just
You
type
peck.
there.
Fucking pecker. That's 70 words per minute. Just.
Yeah. On the bone says his keyboard broke, was covered in lotion and the cum of midgets.
Whoa! What?
Well, there's
Got the
bones.
jerkins on there.
Well, All right, I'm sorry. We gotta go back. We gotta get out of this
Back
hole.
on task.
Back to the news.
Oxford University study shows no link between violent games and teen aggression.
Oh no, man! I saw this dude playing. I saw this dude playing Fortnite, getting owned. I don't know.
I could just leave my mic on for about 15 seconds. You can hear my 10-year-old son screaming at Fortnite right now.
That's what they're playing.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Better be careful. He might get a plane ticket, arrive
Right.
in the person's place, and
Oh,
them
man,
up.
pull up to my house talking about is Stephen Reynolds there? Is he there? You know my kid's giving out their full name and shit.
that's not
I
good.
had to tell them don't be doing that. Obviously, there's more.
He be having some like swole dude coming up here. Look, I'm tired of him killing me online.
And the Blicky got the stiffy. I had to pull the Ruger out on him, man.
Oh,
Pull
snap.
up to the crib. Might pull up to the crib crazy like that. They might get hit with the.
That's what happened to that. What's crazy? That's what happened to that Counter-Strike dude. There was one person who was playing around too much. You gotta watch those guys.
Strolling, man. He was strolling, dude.
But no aggression, Dustin. No aggression at all. That's good. That's good.
I think it's a case by case thing. Honestly.
They said no link to aggression.
Yeah.
No link. So I mean, you play the game, you good.
I don't think it's the game; it's the person.
Yeah. I don't think they've ever, really like consistently found like violence in video games like kind of tied to like real world violence. It's there unless you like something stupid like swatting that's like really dumb. Don't ever do that. I mean, but that's always tied still to the person. So I don't think they've ever found like, any concrete evidence that this stuff actually results in more violent kids or anything like that. So yeah, it's just the parenting, man. You got to parent well and set limits, and be a good parent.
That's
Xbox
fact.
Uncut supports being a good parent.
That's right.
Yeah, shout out to the parents out there.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Steph.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
shout
shout
out
out to you.
Oh, appreciate that.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
I'm raising them right.
Yeah.
Controller in their hand at night.
Just don't throw a controller at them or anything,
They only get to play on the weekends. But I
Yeah.
made an exception this week because it's President's Day, and all of the
Oh.
schools are closed due to the flu. So they don't even
Oh.
go back to school till Thursday.
Oh, is that widespread, huh?
Man, that's horrible, bro. I can't stand them man home. They need to take their ass to school. I'm just gonna be honest. Can I keep it real with y'all? I wish they was in school. Take your ass to school.
Yeah, they take care of them while you're away, It's almost like
I ain't just that. I don't want them to be in the house.
yeah. I hear you.
Not necessarily worried about them getting like the best care at school. You know what I mean?
Oh damn!
Man, fucking facts over being dropped on.
Oh
Xbox
my
Uncut.
God.
Can I keep it real? I asked if I keep it real. I said, yeah.
I take back that shout out stuff.
Yeah.
Take it back.
Oh, okay.
Weird.
Nah,
Xbox Uncut is
please
not
bless my
endorsing.
children with safety all that stuff. I'm gonna be fake a little bit. Let me be fake.
All right. Well, let's move on to the next bit of news. Xbox gameplay chart for the week ending February 17th, 2019. Crackdown hits number 3, guys. That's the news. Hits number 3.
Oh, that's good.
I feel like this is a new metric. I ain't never heard no shit like this.
What do you mean a new metric?
Like usually when a new game comes out, it's like they're running out of shit to say for their new games. Like remember when
Got him. That's all I heard.
Quantum Break came out. My bad. My son hit my keyboard. But remember when Quantum Break came out? Best new IP this gen.
Yeah.
And then what was the next game that came out after Quantum Break? That was a new, or then it was Gears. They had some sort of weird thing for that. Then Halo, they had some weird thing for that. Now is most played game. Is it because Game Pass or what?
Oh yeah, it said most played.
Yeah.
You're right. Most played. I guess that's just a new. I guess it's their new way
It's
they
not
are.
a new- Wait.
most played game
I want to throw
this
this out
year.
here. This isn't like a new metric. They've been doing this shit forever.
Well, yeah,
People's
man.
always-
Okay, they're
I'm just being
saying
real
it now
about
when
it.
it came out.
No,
Their
but
press-
this isn't.
their-
No, wait, pause. This isn't
What?
Microsoft coming out saying this. This is just a random site, True Achievements, and a few other sites and
yeah, I
Reddit
thought this-
talking about it. Microsoft did not come out with like this fucking chart that said, "Look, it's number 3." I mean,
That would be
they've
bad.
always given their charts. So like people always take the charts and create them off of game like the stores and figured out what the top played games on Xbox are.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
the reason I even put this article in here is because I really wanted to talk about how with Game Pass, Quantum Break, or not, fuck, I read Old No Bones tweet and said Quantum Break. Okay, but with Game Pass, you have, with these reviews, like you really don't have to fucking pay attention to reviews. Like you just go, yeah, I tried it, I liked it, I'm good. And then you have, don't get me wrong, if the game's not on Game Pass, it doesn't qualify for this situation. But like with Crackdown, I'm enjoying the fuck out of Crackdown. I had fun sitting there hunting orbs. I did.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you showed me no reviews, I would have said, yeah, it's like a 6 or a 7 out of 10. And I wouldn't have said, it would have been whatever. And I just find it interesting that now that we have something like Game Pass, do you think that alters how we look at reviews now in games?
No.
Like, you think they're still just as important as they were?
And let me tell you why. Because when we got games like Red Dead and God of War and Gears 5 when it comes out, great games like that. I mean, not saying that the reviews make the game, but we got games that are that good. Now, Gears 5 is really going to be like the legitimate for me. The legitimate reason why Game Pass is great. I mean, I like Game Pass and I pay for it every month, and I've had it ever since it came out. But I mean, can I really I could have canceled that shit. I should have canceled that shit a long time ago. I'm just lazy. But do I really? I don't really use none of the games on there, honestly. I mean, I bought Gears. I didn't buy Sea of Thieves, but I've probably put like 10 hours in it, and I could have, got rid of it a long time ago. I think that I don't want people to use Game Pass as an excuse for the games not to be quality, because had this game been, if I would have had a choice between playing it and paying $60 or not playing it, I wouldn't have played it, definitely. Now, had the multiplayer had invites, I may have thought about paying $60 for it, but the fact that there's no multiplayer invites, I don't
think it's an excuse though. That's the difference. Like, if you tell me, hey, this game's a 7 out of 10 and it's on Game Pass, you don't have to pay for it, you can just play it day of date, I'm going to play it. And it's not an excuse. Like, I think that's just a good game. Yeah, now, if you're expecting every fucking game to be, hey, it has to be God of War, Gears of War, The Last of Us quality.
Every game
has to be. No, but this is not crack. Who fucking 2 months ago thought Crackdown 3 was going to be a Game of the Year contender? Who? No. Nobody.
I mean,
who thought about it last week that this was going to be a Game of the Year contender?
Last week, no. But like
3 months ago.
3 months ago, Dustin, I was still
said
thinking
3 months ago that this was going to be a Game of the Year contender. Nobody 4 months ago. At no point in time ever was Crackdown 3 ever thought to be this fucking 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 game. Nobody thought that. Nobody.
I was thinking, Dustin, but I was thinking, I mean, that this multiplayer. I was thinking this multiplayer was going to carry this game. I mean, I'm going to be real. I really had high hopes for the
fence. I was on looking forward to single player. I've never, like, the multiplayer kind of looked cool, but it was all about the single player.
Yeah, well, we're two different people. And I feel like everybody...
unlike you, my expectations were rested in reality, seeing as Crackdown 1 and 2 were both single-player games.
But, man, bro, what everybody was talking about was when we first seen that gameplay footage at Gamescom, and you seen the towers fall over, and you get that little bitty gif of it. And ever since then, they're like, when they're going to show it, when they're going to show it, when they're going to show it. And that's all we've talked about. I mean, if we can go back on old podcasts and listen to ourselves saying that, man, when they show Crackdown multiplayer, it's just gonna blow it out the water. They're gonna open up with that. They're gonna do this. Hell, we had all those. They had all those TVs at the that not last year's show, but the year before that E3. We thought they were gonna do like a live demo, and then we were waiting for it. Never fucking happened. I mean, I feel like they just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I wanted it to be better. I thought this game was going to be at least.
I'm going to throw it out there. Everybody I know that's actually played it enjoys it. Everybody.
No, I'm not saying. I played games that.
Steph, wait. Before, I'm not accusing you of fucking hating on this game. I'm just saying every single person I asked that's played the single player loves it. They're enjoying it. They love the boss battles.
Yeah.
They love the whole thing. It's fun, and then they go, yeah, it's about a 7 out of 10. Everybody's expectations were in check. The game's media, on the other hand, 4 out of 10. Bullshit. This game's not a 4 out of 10. Fuck you. When they give Agents of Mayhem on fucking GameStop and like an 8 out of 10, it's like, no.
We
gotta talk about if you're gonna give fucking review scores for games, and that's why we really don't do it on this podcast.
Did you play Agents of Mayhem?
If we were going to give review scores, you got to have fucking some consistency. And I know games come out at different times and it's different ages. It doesn't fucking matter. Agents of Mayhem is not that fucking old and it does not deserve that score. Just like fucking, that's why I don't like 10-point scales. We've talked about this continuously. Because when you say 7 out of 10, people think shit. When you say 6 out of 10, people think shit. You say out of 3 out of 5, they think, it's just mediocre. 4 out of 5 is a good game. Crackdown 3 is a 3 to a 4 out of 5 game. And that sounds a lot better than a fucking 4 or 5 or
3.5?
No, there's no 0.5, sir, because that's just a 10-point scale. There's no points.
Dustin has a disdain for the.
But you did say 3 to 4, so I mean,
3 to 4, yeah, 3 to 4. It's in there.
I haven't played it yet, but the eye test says it's not different than fucking 4. I would lean more towards 3. The single player looks like it can be good.
You can lean. That's why I said 3 or 4. But to bring up like this huge mountain, like, oh my god, they promised this, and we all thought it was going to be the like fucking IGN. Really, it's not The Last of Us. Are you fucking serious? Like, that's the fucking metric? Yes, that's the metric you're putting this fucking shit on. I could fucking knock a million games with that. Like, fucking. It's a bullshit standard. If this wasn't an Xbox game, it wouldn't have got nowhere near the hate. Microsoft should have been way better at controlling the fucking narrative on this fucking cloud shit, because they did a terrible job with it. I mean, there's blame to go on both sides for sure, but at the end of the day, this is fucking the media.
Do you think that if this game released 2 years ago, it would be as bad as it is now? The fact that it's been in development for 5 years.
I don't care if it's been in development for 10 years.
Well, I'm just saying the anticipation.
There was no anticipation for this game.
For some people, it was.
Ads, yeah, for the 10 people like me, there was. Yes, there was no anticipation.
No, there's reviewers who were in, like Destin Legary, from IGN. I know he really wanted to play this game. I mean, when I used to listen to the show, he'd always say, "I played Crackdown 3," and he was a Crackdown fan. He really
I'm a huge Crackdown fan. I'll talk.
Yeah, but even him saying that when he finally really got his hands on it, when they went to the event, he said it was lackluster, and I believe that the multiplayer didn't live up to what it was supposed to be. and maybe even the single player there for somewhat. But I don't think it's a fucking.
Oh, I never said the multiplayer was great or good.
No, I don't think it's a 59 though. I mean, I don't. But I mean, at the same time, I mean, it's all subjective, man. It's other people's reviews. I mean,
But Crackdown, IGN gave Crackdown 3's multiplayer 5 and gave the campaign a 5 and the multiplayer 4.
They gave it a 4 because, like I said before,
no,
like,
I don't have a problem with them giving the multiplayer 4. It doesn't have matchmaking. That's bullshit. It doesn't have there's things you can knock the multiplayer. But if we're talking about the campaign, which is the big chunk of this fucking game, it's a good fucking game. It's a solid game. And if you don't believe that there's fucking hate for this game because it's an Xbox exclusive, you're crazy. Like this thing was fucking doomed from the start. Like people were waiting for this thing to come out.
If I'm gonna be honest, I'm Dustin. I'm just gonna say this is Microsoft's fault. They've laid this template out, man. This is what they've done.
Most Xbox exclusives drop down 2 points on meta no matter what, like on any fucking review score.
I feel like Gears of War 4, Gears, great game. It got the score that it deserves. Forza always gets the score it deserves. Sea of Thieves, right about that. The Sea of Thieves, though it's a great game now, it lacked content at the beginning, and it landed about 60. It landed up close to a 70, which I think is pretty much what it deserved. It's fairly close. This game right here, I mean, it's just.
And Gears of War 5, a lot of people probably aren't expecting. I do expect Gears of War 5 to be significantly higher reviewed.
I think I don't think it'll be close to a 90.
I think it'll be closer. It will be closer to Forza Horizon 4. I believe that.
I don't think it's gonna be a 90.
Because that was the coalition's their first 100%. You know, when they're doing their first Gears, and now we're.
Yeah, but this is still a short turnaround for a game like that. I don't think it's going to be a 90.
No, I think when people see when the reviewers see the game, it's going to be a different thing. They're going to play the game and they're going to be like, they're going to be impressed. I definitely believe that because it's a much different tone in the game, different story. The story's better too. That's what it seems like they're trying to tell you. You know, the story's going to.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people that's going to dock this game because they changed main character. So.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Right. That was how I felt too. I was like, oh, you focus on Kate. What about?
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it only makes sense if you played the last game that Kate's the main character.
In the end, yes, in the end. But it's just, oh man, I was trying to see what was going on with JD. You know, what was going on. But I got over it. It was probably gonna be a great game. But I agree with you, Steph. I agree 100%. Like the score for the games are usually.
The scores for the user game, and it's been proven. Microsoft.
This is the only one that's a little question.
No, every Xbox game, even if it's a fucking multiplayer game, is usually 2 points lower than the PlayStation version.
I don't know.
No matter,
it's because there's less. It's because there's less people reviewing it on that platform. If you look at the critics, it'll be like 70 something on PlayStation, and then Xbox will be like 40. And that's just the reality. Less people review it on Xbox.
But wait, Dustin may be exposing something else here. Why is there less people reviewing the same damn game? I mean,
because whenever at a website that they ask for the copy that they want, and unless it's marketed, and then even if it's marketed for Xbox,
they trying to get that damn Sony Care package. Or something?
Basically, I mean that's just a reality.
They're trying to get that. Sony
anyway.
Care.
I don't fucking care about user reviews either because I watched what is that movie Alita?
Yeah,
that was a hot pile of fucking trash, and I want to throw it out there.
Was it really bad?
Wait, what?
It was fucking terrible.
Wait,
really? It was garbage.
Wait, the Netflix movie?
No,
I mean, not Netflix.
The fucking big-eyed.
We gotta talk about Netflix movie.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. I thought that was
a
Netflix movie. Yeah, I wanted to see that. It's bad.
It's bad.
It's terrible. I don't recommend seeing that bitch in theater at all.
Will, did you see it?
No, I was gonna see it on Sunday, but
that the one that Moss said he was wanting to see.
Battle Angel, whatever.
I think he was talking about seeing that.
Yeah,
I'm willing to fight anybody on this motherfucker. Like,
damn! According to reviews, a lot of people said it was a spectacular new world it brings a spectacular new world to life, and then some other people are
it does, and nothing fucking happens in the movie. In some aspects, there's no fucking reasoning for why the characters do what they do. This bitch meets a dude and goes out like.
Don't spoil it.
I'm not fucking spoiling anything. The bitch meets a dude, and within 2 days, the bitch is like, I will rip my heart out and give it to you so we can be together. And it's just like, what? You just became this fucking warlord. You said you want to beat like this enemy, and now you're gonna like within a scene, you're ready to rip your heart out for a dude you met 2 days ago, and he fucking
Maybe
bought
it's
you a
bad
taco.
writing from the manga or whatever.
I didn't know this was a manga before.
I
I
like
went and saw
tacos a
it.
lot, Dustin. I don't
mean,
know.
I'm a taco
Tacos are pretty
connoisseur,
delicious.
so I mean, I feel you. That's why I went with the taco. But the best part of that fucking whole thing I just said is the goddamn taco. Like the movie's garbage. Like there's no fucking reason the characters should be doing what they do. It's
all right.
terrible.
Since we transition into stuff that's not games,
Yeah,
let's
no.
talk. Can I talk about this real quick?
Wait.
Just before we transition out, I wanted to address. I guess Dustin, you had a question about whether the Game Pass affects review scores, or was it the other way around?
Or no, but like how you feel. Like if a game is on Game Pass now, do you pay attention to review scores more than you ever did? Since you could just download it and play it, and just be like, hey, no. But the difference is what I'm saying is, Crackdown. You see, Crackdown got a 58 on Metacritic. Will you download it and play it since you have Game Pass?
Yeah,
Does it make a difference?
Yeah, no, it doesn't make a difference because the barrier of entry is so low that you can't really lose either way. So with Crackdown, I saw a tweet somebody made, like saying, why would you if you like Crackdown so much, if it's so great, why didn't you buy it for $60? I'm like, why would you if the barrier is so low? You can just get it for $2, you know, because Microsoft's been discounting their Game Pass service for like so cheap right now. It's been like $1 or $2 now. So it's almost like, why would you pay 60 if you could just play it or / rent it, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to say it, for like $2 and just play the game and see if you like it, you know? And so that way you don't have to like risk your 60, and you know they're actually kind of doing you a favor there, so you don't have to like risk your money.
And
so,
it's not like it's paying $2 for just to play Crackdown for 2 months. It's $2 and I don't like Crackdown. Fuck this game. Hey, there's Shadow of the Tomb Raider. It's right there, AAA.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's just not.
I need to download that, by the way. That reminds me.
Yeah, like Game Pass has an insane amount of good games on it now. It's not a. I wouldn't say it's a PlayStation Plus or live service, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's like like you said, Tomb Raider, Rise of Tomb Raider. There's Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I'm sorry. There's Kingdom Two Lands. That's a great game as well that I played. I didn't have it, but I played it on Game Pass, and I plan on buying it if my Game Pass expires. And the good thing with Game Pass is that you can wait for that game to get cheaper while you have Game Pass, and then you can purchase it later. That's what I did with Horizon 4. So you can you can play both sides and still win out.
Because you got stuff like Mortal Kombat 10's up there, Ark. We have a few. Beginning of the Walking Dead, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I think all the Tomb Raiders are actually up there.
Yeah, and plus you also get those the rewards points. They have an app that links to your account and Game Pass that you can earn rewards points, which is awesome. So Onobone says also in the chat, Game Pass is the most consumer-friendly move in the games industry ever. Yeah. I mean, it's like I said in the chat, it's definitely like almost like an early version of like GameFly, Blockbuster, like but just for the digital era. It's like you can get so many games for a great price and like just try out some of the games. So it's definitely like I know PS Plus, I mean PS Now was available before, but the streaming was not that great. And this is you can actually download them, so it's a lot more convenient, and you get a lot better experience. So yeah, it's definitely kind of making waves in its own way. So I would definitely say it's a great service to offer.
Okay.
All right, let's move to we only got 2 more bits of news, then we can push through real quick. Patch notes, Rocket League patch notes. So cross-party invites are now accepted in Rocket League. This is probably big news for No Bones.
Wow, yeah, that's nice.
Now you can be on like your Nintendo Switch and join the party of somebody on Xbox or PC and PlayStation, because PlayStation now supports crossplay, so everybody can play together.
So is that through like its own chat function? I'm guessing like its own.
Yeah, it's through its own party system.
Okay, so it's similar to like Apex Legends when you like let's say you get out of the party and then you just all oh well maybe I'm just thinking about it wrong.
Yeah,
You know where you
it's
like
the in game. It's the in game stuff.
oh, okay. That makes sense. Okay. That works. That's awesome. I saw also Overwatch got an update today and Apex, so
Yeah,
it's
both
interesting.
of them. I think there's a Paris. I downloaded it. Well, I'm trying to download it. My internet's sucking today, but yeah, there's like a Paris update. I don't know what the hell it is yet, but
Oh, for Overwatch?
yeah, Overwatch. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
the update, the Apex update is I think fixes, and then there's a new gun that comes out tomorrow. That's probably
Yeah,
part of it.
nice. Yeah, that's one game I'm really looking forward to seeing more updates from Apex. And this seems like it runs a little bit better, like from what I played a little bit today. So
Yeah,
maybe it looks a little bit cleaner. I don't know. Maybe I'm just imagining things, but
I think you're just imagining.
well, thanks for being honest and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Overwatch. I haven't played that in a while. I do want to get back to that because it's
If you
almost
ever
like
want to play,
the
let me know.
yeah. I always play Zarya, or the one with the pink hair, the Russian
As long as
lady.
you don't pick my main, it's all good.
Yeah, I have to get back to that, man. Because otherwise, like, I just kind of feel like I bought it and just play like a few times a year. But I don't want to get back into it.
Cool.
But yeah, Rocket League. I gotta get back into that too. That's another good good game. So many games, man.
I enjoyed Rocket League when it first came out on the Xbox. I bought it on PC when it first came out because I didn't want to. I didn't want to buy PlayStation Plus, and there was so much, stuff going on around about it. It was just so huge. So I got it on
Yeah.
PC, and I was like, "Damn, this is actually pretty cool." So as soon as it came on Xbox, I bought it, and I really like the hockey that's in it. That's really fun.
Oh, I
The,
haven't tried that
the
one.
basketball was extremely hard to do, but it was okay.
Oh, I can imagine that one. That's like way too hard.
Oh yeah, the basketball was hard. You had to be like really, really good to do that. But Rocket League, it's an interesting game. It evolved a lot, and they were really like the first big game that had like the seasons where you update it with like the theme skins and everything.
Hmm.
It's really cool to see like how I mean I'm not really a Fortnite guy, but my kids, it's kind of funny how that fucking works out. How much shit I talked about Fortnite, and all my kids do now is play that stupid game. I hate it so much. I really do. You get guys that listen to the podcast, you know how much I don't like Fortnite. Like I ain't gonna lie, man. I go to work in the morning. I come back home. My son's playing Fortnite since I've been at work. He probably been sitting in the same spot 7 hours straight playing that stupid
Wow,
game. I'm not exaggerating. It's just horrible. But
that's
the
crazy.
only thing is that they only get to play it on the weekend, so 2 days
Yeah,
out of the week. So
yeah, that's
they're not
crazy.
allowed to play during school week. They can only read books.
Yeah, it's their PUBG, man.
But I don't even get to play the game like that, man. Fuck it, I'm lucky shit. 7 hours straight.
Yeah, that's like
I'm
me.
going.
Back in the day when I was playing Legend of Zelda, like the whole week when it first came out.
I told my son. I said, You played the game a whole shift of work. That's gonna make some money.
Yeah, that's crazy when you think about it that way.
Yeah. So what else is up next, Dustin? What we got next?
Last article of the day is Metro Exodus. I'm sorry. While the Xbox Adaptive Controller works with all games available on Xbox One, today A4 Games has worked closely with Microsoft to further streamline the experience while playing Metro Exodus. When everybody plays, we all win, and they kind of released a diagram of how this is working. But it's really cool to see developers going out of their way to further support the adaptive controller and not just be, just the basics on it.
It's awesome.
Cool.
Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can interact with this, and we can get into it a little bit further.
So they have like a custom like layout for the adaptive controller, I'm guessing.
To be honest,
Sounds
let me
like
pull up the article fully because it was a tweet. So let me pull it
yeah,
up.
yeah, I see it now.
Sorry, freaking throat is killing me right now.
Yeah, no worries.
Man, they're asking me to give my age and stuff. Let's see. I was born somewhere around here.
Born in Russia.
That's something that pisses me off about Exodus, though. It doesn't have Russian voice support.
What?
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's only English.
That's
I'm very
weird.
disappointed in that. Because the first 2 games are definitely best played using the Russian language and then having subtitles for everything. Just
Wow, that's interesting. I wonder why they would skip on that.
So
I've heard some good things about the game. Like as far as
it's a great game.
I heard the graphics good, the story is good, but they said people are saying the physics aren't really too great. Like, what's your take on that? You play? I mean, how was you put in?
About 2.5 hours in. I don't think I'm qualified to really talk about the physics.
Oh, okay.
Like it feels. I mean, to me, it feels like a shooter. It doesn't feel like like there is an issue with physics. But
well, I mean, like
later down the line, like
explosions and stuff like that.
Like I said, I don't. From what I've played so far, I don't have an issue with anything.
Right, I think I'm gonna wait for a sale on it. It's so good enough. You know, whenever I know a game so well, I don't feel bad about not buying it day one. So I'm straight. I'll wait for the sale. I had to get Onimusha when it came out because that's my game, and I want them to make
So this is what it says. When an Xbox Adaptive Controller is detected, an in-game pop-up notification appears. Clicking the notification opens the Xbox Accessory app, where the gamers have the option to create custom profiles through button mapping. In addition, within the game controller options menu, the controller layout images are updated to show the Xbox Adaptive Controller. When an Xbox Adaptive Controller is connected within the game's controller options menu, we also add the menu option that is a deep link to the Xbox Accessory app, as well to further ease of use. These changes streamline playing at Metro Exodus with Xbox Adaptive Controller. That's really cool that they're doing that. It's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. So it makes it a lot easier for disabled people to have, like, easier way of navigating and just kind of get the ball rolling quicker. So that's really cool.
All right, back to the panel. All right, we are on it. All right, well, that's it for news, guys. Unless there's any other news y'all wanted to talk about.
Yeah. Let's talk about some fuck news. I just want to say, Netflix gets a big middle finger from Stefan, aka Steph. I'm sorry, I was stepping out of character for a second. Fuck y'all. After some shows that I really want to watch come out, like I'm done with them. I'm done. They fucking canceled Punisher and Jessica Jones. Fuck them. They can die slowly. Yeah, I hate y'all. I hate y'all over there. I don't want y'all to die. It's kind of hard to say that because I just had an active shooter over there. But damn it, I'm very upset with Netflix right now.
But I mean, I think we all saw that comment because they're canceling pretty much everything.
Well, why don't they just make a statement? They getting all this backlash. Can they just come out and say, "Hey, Disney's making it hard on us. We literally aren't making any money off of this." I won't be mad at them. But the fact that they keep canceling all the shows, and you got all these TV shows, they're tweeting now and making it, just talking about the show, just acting like this is something that's gonna live on, and then it gets canceled. Like just go ahead and just come out and say it. Unless they had to sign some NDAs or something, which I doubt they did. There's no contracts anymore. They're canceling the shows. There's no more of them.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, I just canceled my Hulu like 2 weeks ago. I will get it back whenever they get these shows back, because apparently Hulu's in talks with Marvel to gain these shows, so they'll get them back.
I heard about that, but I don't know. You think they'll really?
Dude, Hulu does good work. There's some stuff on Hulu that they're getting a lot better. Like the James Franco TV show that they did, that was a Stephen King book. I can't think of the name of it. It's like a number. It's like 19, whatever the hell it is. That show was awesome. It's a show with the chick from Grey's Anatomy, the Asian chick. I can't think of the name of the show off the top of my head, but that show's really good.
Yeah,
Killing Eve or Killing something. I can't think of the name of it. They're getting they're stepping the game up. Their movies aren't that great, but their TV shows are getting way better. So Netflix don't have a problem on their hand, man. I'm telling you right now, because the fact that they have commercials in their show, which means that they advertise within the TV show and make back some of the money that they spend on the TV show as you're watching it.
I just want to throw it out there real quick. It's called 11/22/63.
11/22/63. That is a great TV show.
Yeah.
Did you watch it all the way, Dustin?
Oh yeah, definitely. And I read the book right after it because it was so fucking good.
The book's a little bit different.
Yeah, but it's still both fantastic.
Yeah, and great. It's great. Also, the Path on there is good. It's got Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad. His TV show is about a cult. It's really good. There's some good TV shows in there. So Hulu's they're doing their thing. I mean, honestly, if Netflix didn't have the damn TV show, I binge watched it yesterday. The Umbrella Corporation or the Umbrella Academy.
Oh, Academy. Yeah. It's based on.
Have y'all watched it?
Well, I've read the book, which is really good. It's by Gerard Way, and
I watched the whole damn thing in one day, bro.
Yeah, it's really good.
Good.
I have to check it out because the book was so good that I have to see.
It's good, man. It's good.
Yeah,
but Page does a good job in it.
I'm surprised she's in that one. Like I kind of thought she kind of didn't want to do more, I guess, Hollywood stuff. But maybe I thought she was just taking a break, or maybe she
needs some money, bro.
Well, yeah, I guess she was just in stuff that I wasn't watching. Maybe I don't know.
She needs some money, bro. Let's just keep it 100. She needs some money.
Yeah, I mean, but doesn't Disney have like a stake in Hulu as well? Because they bought, because Fox is like, because I know Fox owns Hulu or a certain percentage of it.
That's why why that Hulu's going to get these TV shows.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
but we'll see. I mean, because I don't know, they could have either put them on either Hulu or their own app, which they're doing, but that's kind of not here yet, so I guess we'll see. I mean, I'll be fine with either one, but I'd rather just get the Marvel app or whatever they're working on, because Netflix. I mean, Hulu. Hulu, I don't really use.
I'll get the Marvel app and then I'll cancel my Netflix. That's what I'll do.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I'd be on the same boat as you, Steph. Like, I feel Netflix, they haven't stepped up with their original programming enough.
There's shows on there that I watch, like the OA, Ozark is really good.
No, I'm just saying, for like me personally, they haven't stepped up enough because I was their fucking Daredevil, like whatever superhero show that they were coming out this month.
All those damn TV shows, all the Marvel shows, and then the stuff they got, the other stuff that I like. But the fact that we're losing all those Marvel shows, and then the shows that I do like are coming out less than like, for instance, a TV show that I really enjoyed, the OA, came out the end of 2017. Literally no update, and it's 2019. No updates. Like, one trailer, them saying, "Oh, it's gonna be soon. It's gonna be soon." That's it's so long. Really, really popular show. Another show, The End of the Fucking World. It's like a really short, like 30-minute episodes. It was like 10 episodes. Really good TV show. No update on that.
Now, there's Doom Patrol came out. I don't know if any of y'all watched the first episode.
Was that real? I thought that was a fake thing.
No,
that's a real TV show?
Yeah. It's fucking great. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It definitely, I mean, they go out of left field with it a little bit.
People say that's one of the best DC shows.
Yeah, it's up there, but it's part of the Teen Titans network thing where they're doing the Titans and Doom Patrol.
Listen, all I'm saying, Dustin, when I saw that picture of, when they did the first teaser trailer and they like on the Congo line, I'm just saying, Cyborg had the biggest smile on his face next to that lady. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's a weird cast though, because like, why is Cyborg there? Like, plus Robot Man looks kind of weird. Like, that's his name, right? Robot Man or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks fine. Weird. I don't know. I guess I have to see.
And they're all from different time periods. I got that correct, right?
Yeah, they're all from different. Time
that's periods. That's what basically links it together. Will, like the time period thing.
So isn't Cyborg supposed to be like current day though?
No, yeah, because right now...
I think he is, yeah.
Wait, just to throw it out there. So Doom Patrol... Oh, man, because they didn't explain Cyborg and Teen Titans. Or Titans. Because he wasn't part of the Doom Patrol yet. But this last episode... Well, the first episode of Doom Patrol really takes place between the 80s and the 90s. where the guy gets hurt and pretty much dies in the 80s. And by the 90s, he's finally coming around to the point where he's conscious and he's been put into this metal body to keep him alive.
Mm.
But it's very interesting, and it's something I haven't really read much into Doom Patrol, so it's nice to have something new and fun and quirky to watch, where I kind of don't know, like, oh, this character can do all these things, and just more of a quirky show.
Yeah.
But I could have swore somebody was telling me that Cyborg was kind of a part of the Doom Patrol for a while, so they're sticking with the canon of Doom Patrol. Like,
yeah, I'll have
but
to look
Cyborg's always been that character that they just threw into stuff that they didn't know what to do with, like Titans. Like, just put Cyborg in there, even though he's part of the Justice League. Fuck it, put him in Titans.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, fucking Doom Patrol, put him in there. Like, because he just fits with that motif of, he's a broken character that, like, his body was taken away from him and he's been transformed into something else. Like, this, it's kind of all the characters in Doom Patrol.
Well, wouldn't him and Robot Man be kind of
similar?
A bit of an overlap there? Yeah.
They're kind of they're different.
Mm.
Like, Robot Man was learning to walk. Like, he's like super strength, but he's really slow. Like, he's not like Cyborg. Cyborg's more like, I'm integrating with technology. I'm doing this. He's like, Robot Man's more of a bulldozer, and Cyborg's more of, a ninja.
I gotcha.
But I enjoyed the first episode. I definitely recommend checking it out. I kind of wanted to do, since we're hitting all these, let's do Anime Corner real quick. Steph, did you check out that One Piece?
Nah, I didn't watch the. Damn, I didn't watch it. I've been to watch all that Umbrella Academy. I didn't even think about it, to be honest.
Okay.
I tell you what I did. True Detective season 3. Ooh, that's good. I don't know if you've been watching it or not.
No.
Oh man, it's good. But how was it? What happened this episode?
What are the number dudes? The family, Sanji's family.
Germa 66.
Yeah, they show up at the end to protect Luffy. Like, they have a bunch of ships.
Oh, so
they're coming in to fight to fuck these people up. They're like, "Oh, y'all fucked up.
The oven,
right? Like, we can just multiply." Like,
did Oven do his thing already? Did he go? Did the Oven? The older brother?
No, yes, and they haven't. Like, they just kind of show up in the end of the episode.
Yeah, Katakuri's twin brother Oven is he's a bit of a monster.
Excuse me.
Whenever you see his power, it's pretty dope.
Then I watched that time I got reincarnated as a slime. Watched the last 2 episodes today. Fucking love that show.
Well, it's quite a title.
But my issue is I wish they would take a page from One Piece and stretch their narrative out. Because I feel like they're just growing at too fast of a pace, because now he just started a kingdom. And it's like, bitch, we're only 12 episodes in this anime. It's like, we're probably further than that, but not much. We're 17 episodes in, and he's founding a nation, and it's just like, this just seems fast. Like, maybe we should slow down this anime, explore these characters, explore the surroundings, because the world building is great in this anime, but it just feels like we got to make a bigger threat. We got to make it a bigger threat.
I really want to watch that one that Moss was talking about last week. Man, I'm horrible at writing stuff down when people tell me. Do you remember what it was called?
Not off the top of my head.
Faceless Kid or something like that?
Faceless Kid.
Yeah, he would.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
And then Radiant has been getting really good too. But I'm not caught up on that yet. I'm still like 3 episodes behind.
Yeah, so much stuff to watch.
I've also heard that certain podcast apps aren't receiving the latest episodes of Xbox Uncut. I'm going to look into that, see what the heck's going on, as they should be uploading.
That is weird.
Because I use Podcast Addict myself, and it is.
Which services in particular?
I don't know. A few of them, they're giving me an error.
It's
I
iTunes
have
is
to
working
see what's
definitely.
going on with it.
Yeah, iTunes is definitely working because I listened to the last episode. This faceless kid thing ain't really doing anything. It's just showing me really creepy videos on YouTube. I'll have to DM Moss.
But we'll figure out the podcast part. Make sure that y'all are able to get the show for your audio.
All right. Was there any other anything that anybody else watched, like TV or anime, anything? Anybody want to like just mention? Well,
No, I don't think I really have anything.
really?
I haven't really. I was gonna see Battle Age Alita, but I just didn't get the chance. I do want to still keep seeing. I do want to watch it, but I mean, I'd also want to kind of continue with Dragon Ball Super, but
Yeah, I haven't. I've watched the first episode and then I was like, it's just so I don't really care anymore.
The
Kinda,
passage is really good.
Oh yeah.
But you have to want another zombie TV show. I hate to say.
What's it called?
The Passage. It's about that older white dude, the bigger dude, and then the little black girl. The two
Rick?
of them.
Rick and the chick with the sword?
No, this is about like.
I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
Or not The Last of Us, fucking The Walking Dead, or whatever the fuck is
Yeah. That's what that's why you said the old white guy with a beard. That's Rick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never mind.
But The Passage has been fun because it's kind of exploring it. It's a new take on the zombie thing and not just the same fucking thing.
All right, are they called freakers in it or?
No, they're no, they're not zombies. They're vampires. I apologize. It's vampires. They just look like zombies because their body kind of all fucking alters.
They're
vampire
yeah.
zombies.
Yeah, vampire
zombies.
Like,
zombies.
all these people are getting like super healed, and then their like bodies turn pure white, and they have like all these dark blue veins because their arteries are showing for some reason.
That's creepy.
And they like when you kill like the one that has turned everybody else, and you kill him, it kills all of them. You kill the line, so it's more of an interesting take because I don't want to. Well, I don't care. Like in the last episode, they started.
Are you spoiling? Are you spoiling?
A tiny bit. Like they start burning the main guy because they got him in a cage, but it's killing the little black girl. Cause
I feel like this is walking. Isn't it like in Game of Thrones?
I mean, are they all linked? Like psychically?
I feel like when you kill a White Walker, all the ones that it turned, it that's the same thing.
Okay, so yeah, it's just like that. Like it's that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm in chapter 27 of Game of Thrones, the book. I've been listening to the audiobook. And I've been really enjoying the audiobook versus this show. I mean, they both got their place. They're both good, but the audio is awesome.
Say it again. One more time. You just say you like the book better than the show?
Yes.
Wow, book snob, huh?
Guys, I don't mean to interrupt you in this awesome talk, but did you guys see the statement that Mr. Linman said, Digital Foundry?
Oh, what did he say?
I said his name right? Is it Linman or Lineman?
Lineman? I think it's Lineman.
Linehan?
He said
John Linehan?
It was amazing. Yeah, it was amazing. He said, I'll post a tweet. He said, things I like about Crackdown 3, no gating, the traversal, the retro style cityscape. In many ways, the core design is very similar to something like Zelda Breath of the Wild. And after playing Anthem, which is so rigid in its structure and so meaningless in its encounters, I miss Crackdown 3. And then someone responded back, right, after you said a nice thing about Crackdown 3, and said, John, Crackdown 3's gameplay was taken from Infamous. It's unmistakable. Anybody who's a Crackdown fan knows that's ridiculous. And then
taken from Infamous?
Yeah, and then he said, that's odd. Crackdown is a 2007 game, and Infamous is a 2009 game. You know, this guy started, like, changing his statement. It was hilarious. I'll post it. He tried to, like, switch it around and stuff, you know.
Yeah, John likes the game. So I mean that's cool. I mean it's good that some people are like kind of sticking for it, you know. So because it's getting so bashed, but I think there's a
Uh,
bunch of people who actually do like it and they're being vocal about it, which is
yeah.
cool.
So apparently, Anthem got review bombed pretty bad. Every review bombed pretty bad too.
Yeah, apparently
Yeah.
Anthem did not, and I do think that for Anthem especially, it's because of Apex Legends. Like that is the worst. No, if EA
No,
didn't plan it, but
I
it
don't think
does.
that.
It has a direct effect on multiplayer and co-op games. That becomes like at a
But
high
Apex Legends is a battle royale game. Anthem
does
is a
I
Destiny like
I
game.
know, but
I
I
feel
mean
like the
like
story's just shit, Eric.
popularity contest. Anthem was supposed
Uh,
to be the game. Remember, Anthem was supposed to be the game.
well, it
And
was,
everybody was
but I think the story's just not good, and that's why the score's so.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Anthem was supposed to be the game that everybody was supposed to be playing, and then out of nowhere, Apex Legends comes out, and even EA was like, "Damn, yeah, like they didn't realize it was going to go do
Well,
that
there's
good."
fucking EA's. These are both EA games. They
Yeah,
should
that's what I'm
know
saying. They
that
should
there's
know
a
what's going
chance
on.
that this game could blow up and ruin like a game they got coming out 2 weeks
Yeah,
later.
they probably should have just.
They should have
These
waited
guys should
until the
just waited.
summer
Yeah,
or
because
the
Anthem's
spring.
coming out, and people like game looks cool and all, but you know,
Well, I
it's
mean,
kind of
does it?
disappointing.
I don't think the review scores have to do anything with Apex Legends. I think it's maybe the fact that there's less people playing it that would play it. I mean, maybe the sales will be less because there'll be less people who are like, I can wait for it. But this game, Anthem, is there's only three. I don't know what you call them in the game. Like they're like dungeons or raids or whatever the hell you want to call them. There's only three of them. They're not something that takes a long time to do, and there's no real clear end game apparently. So
Yeah, so it's kind of shockingly enough, it's
it's a
kind of
half
like
of a game
A
basically. It's
Destiny One
basically a half of a game.
situation.
No. Destiny 1 was better. I'm sorry.
Oh snap!
Destiny 1 had a what do you call it? Content roadmap, had a roadmap at launch. You knew that you were getting DLC. A raid. You got a raid 2 weeks after the game launched. You knew that when the game launched, there was a DLC already planned out for December that year, and then February, and then everything else was up in the air. Destiny had a plan. This game right here just learned nothing. I don't understand how it can not have PvP in it for one. This game didn't even feel like it was made for PvP, honestly. Do you think there could be
They're
PvP in
trying to
that game?
grow it. Then you think, huh? They're going to try to grow it a
No,
bit.
I just think that they thought that they were going to come in and maybe have like a good story and some fun gameplay. This is basically Division without the PvP basically. There's That's what they were trying to make, like a different version of it. It's its own thing, yes. But the fact that there's no PvP, there's no real clear end game. That I mean, who's gonna play? I mean, the gameplay looks really good. It feels good, but I mean, at the end of the day, there's what are you playing the game for? Skins that you got to buy. Really, you really got to buy the skins. I don't understand, honestly. Need some end game in there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think we'll do all right. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people have said that the game most likely will have like short on content and no PvP because they're kind of rushing the game out just to get it out, really. So it's probably way better just to wait it out for a couple months and wait till they build up content. But that's like almost with any new like
How many of these
shooter.
games are going to be like that though? How
Yeah.
many? When will they learn?
Well, the publisher, as long as the publisher keeps pushing them out, like to hit
Well,
a date.
I just don't understand why is there so many games like this coming out with lack of content and knowing damn well that they're going to get killed for it. You think Division 2 is going to make this mistake? Nope.
No, I don't think
I
so.
don't
Nope.
think they will though.
They already know. They're learned by now. I think it actually might be one of the more successful ones out of these.
Oh yeah, my friend already told me. The guy that bought this game that I game share with, he told me straight up. I said, "How you liking Anthem?" So, "Oh, it's great, man." He said, "But this shit gonna be dead soon as Division come out. I ain't gonna touch it again." So I mean, people are already saying they're waiting for it. Then the smart thing that the Ubisoft did is they dropped that beta right around Anthem launch. So it's still fresh on people's mind.
Yeah, the counter program.
And there's going to be an open beta. There's going to be open beta apparently. So
Yeah, I'm still playing Division though, so I'm like, I feel like I'm still way behind. So I don't know. It's hard to dive right into another Division when like you barely finished the first one.
yeah, I agree.
So I don't know. We'll see. You getting Division 2, Dustin?
The Division I think I am gonna get. Anthem is now what I'm debating on. Like it's just
Yeah, that's a toughie.
Yeah, let's see where it
'cause
sits at
I'm
on
gonna be
Metacritic.
honest. I played EA's the EA Access part of it. It feels way better than the beta does. It feels good. It's fun. But does that feeling go away after like doing the same thing for 2 hours in a row? You know, and I can understand that issue in the game.
Yeah, I heard it's getting like repetitive quests and annoying.
So if it's
You know, stuff to do.
Destiny, I'm gonna be out because I liked the beginning of Destiny when I first tried to play it. Then you find out, no, this is all you do ever, and it's like, oh fuck this! Like I don't want to do this repeatedly.
Yeah, it most likely gonna run into the same thing. What about you, Eric? Eric,
No, he's gone.
oh, he's gone.
He's in the Twitter.
He's gone.
I'm here.
Oh, hey, you again? You gonna get Anthem, or are you thinking about it still?
Anthem. I don't know now. Anthem is now one of those I don't know because before I did play the demo, but I don't know what to say. It definitely was fun game. I gotta play that. I gotta play Crackdown, Metro. I wanted to replay the Metro game before I played it though.
Yeah.
I figured you would be one for Division because you're a Clancy fan, right, Eric?
Yes.
You get that
The
one.
Division, though, you know what's weird about the Division? I mean, it's a nice evolution, but I don't know. I'm just saying. I thought I expected more from the game. I don't know why. I expected more. Am I the only one, or it's just I don't know? I expected more stuff in the game, or maybe I'm just trying to.
Oh, you mean like more like
I don't
enemies
know.
or content?
I don't know the way the content is. I understand it looks great. No denial there, but it's just I don't know.
Well, the thing is, I don't quite know where the lore stands, so I don't know. Like, are you fighting
People losing their
infected?
minds over like multiple what is it? Damn Dark Zones thing. I'm like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
But you know, like that's what you're losing your mind. I'm just saying they're like that's it. That's what you're losing your mind over. You know, like I'm like, it's just weird. I mean, the gunplay is still the same there. You know,
Yeah, I don't know.
the
I mean,
movement is the same too. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what keeps it tight. But I don't know. It's just I don't know.
We'll
It's
see.
a
I mean,
fun game. It's fun, but I don't know. It's just I don't know. I guess I expected more. I don't know. It's just weird with some of these sequels how they turn out sometimes. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, like we I don't know if we might have talked about this before, but like, I think Anthem, it has the cooler look and premise, but Division has like the kind of tried and true gameplay and the advancements that you'd want from that type of game. So it's hard to pick one because you got cool mechs in the.
I think
Anthem.
I'd pick Anthem. I'd pick
Yeah.
Anthem actually, just because of when I played, it felt fun. The gameplay itself was very tight and solid. Division was fun, but I would not say.
Yeah, because
the
you're
way
playing just a regular dude agent.
yeah, like you feel like you're a damn Iron Man in it.
Yeah.
That's what the hell you feel like.
Yeah,
They
it's tough,
shouldn't
man.
make it. They need BioWare need to just hit up Marvel, give us an Iron Man simulator.
You get the Division. Maybe Division will give you a cool mech suit too.
Yeah, like that those type. I guess that's just what it is. The gameplay of the Division there is solid, but I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know. It's just one of those weird things where the biggest thing is mostly like the Dark Zone thing for me. Like that's the biggest thing. So it's just I don't know. I don't know. It's probably gonna be a fun game.
Yeah, definitely. Well, next for me, I guess it'll be, was it Devil May Cry? Is that the next thing?
Oh snap! That comes out next month.
Yeah, and then the Sekiro.
That's gonna be the best Devil May Cry ever.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait for that. I think I
Of
might have to
all time. I know that's pushing it, right? But they really
I
went
might
out.
have to. I might have to pre-order that one. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna lie
it's
to you.
looking good.
Yeah.
And it run 4K. What 4K 60 on Xbox? I heard.
4K 120.
120.
No,
Nah,
not on the
nah, nah.
Xbox.
You heard it here from Steph. 120 frames per second on the Xbox.
Yeah.
Yeah, not on the Xbox, on the Google.
What's funny is
Google
Xbox
box.
supports 120 frames per second now.
What?
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
with the variable
didn't know
refresh
that.
rates, it's been in an update. Yeah.
Wow, that's so
Mhm.
crazy.
So
See, dog's playing out here. Yeah.
I'm not saying that shit's gonna beat that, but it supports the console itself. Technically supports it.
Wow.
Oh yeah, we missed this earlier on the show since we had a restart real quick before we. I know we were getting ready to close it up, but what are you guys expecting from this Google press conference that they announced?
Same thing at Microsoft's one.
Well, they're gonna announce a platform first, right? Because that's how Google does their things. They have to
I
announce.
mean, they
a
pretty much
platform.
already announced the platform. What was it called again, Dustin?
I don't remember its name.
It's like, what was it?
You're the Google fanboy, sir. You're supposed to know these things.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Let me. I think it's called the Google Stream.
That's
Google
such
Stream
a
or
weird
something like
name.
that.
That's it.
Or
Project.
Stream,
Yeah, there you go. Jeez.
something like that.
Man, you supposed to be the, like you said, you're supposed to be the Google dude.
And I said on launch day. I didn't say before. I still gotta do my research. You know what I mean?
So, but we knew they had something going with the damn Assassin's Creed. We were like, oh snap, they
Hey,
out here.
word on the street is Eric is it's two titans in the cloud.
That's
on the,
ba-
Google.
that's
on the
basically
Google
what it is, right? How else can you run? What's the name?
Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yeah, it was looking pretty good. Okay, it was looking pretty good.
Yeah, I heard it ran really well. Moss, that was on the guy that was on the show last week, said it was pretty much a 1-1 control wise. So
Yeah. Very impressive.
very very impressive. Well, we're gonna get into what we've been playing. Or are we just gonna save it?
I've been playing Crackdown. Played Metro Exodus.
How is it?
Metro Exodus is a lot of fun. Of course, the world is very deep and it's awesome. I'm kind of like I said, I'm only 2 hours in, so it's hard to really get into that game and explain what it's all about. But I'm enjoying what I've played so far. I played Anthem through EA Access.
Oh.
That
Yeah, what'd you
was, I mean, it was fun. Like it's hard to just sit there and downplay it. I know a lot of people have played a lot further than I have, but I'm still tempted to pick it up the end of the week and buy the $60 version, just the regular version, and
Okay.
enjoy it. Have fun playing. I've also played Resident Evil 2. Been trying to play that at night when turn out all the lights and freak myself out.
No.
Tough.
Nah, I ain't about that life.
No,
Talking about
no, let's keep the
turn all your lights out playing Resident Evil 2. Who is this man?
It's a fun
My
way
man
to play
got-
the game.
Have you
got the-
seen the stuff that they've done to make you scared in the game? In this
No,
remake?
because that's the point of playing it, is to fucking get scared and be like, oh my god.
Man. Nah,
That's-
some of that stuff. Capcom needs to stop. One.
No, I'm good.
Losing their
Capcom,
mind.
keep it up. I like scary shit. It's cool. Just don't make it fucking predictable, and me and you're in good terms.
Yeah,
Because
I agree with that.
They out here,
if I
right?
can
I'll admit,
see
though-
everything coming before it happens, I won't like any horror movie or game or anything. Like it'll just bore the fuck out of me.
Wait. Could you imagine Capcom making the next Dead Space if they got rid of that IP?
I can see it.
Ooh-wee.
Well, I can't even give props to Capcom to make a another Resident Evil because now they out here
Resident
making.
Evil 7 was great.
No, but that's the point. Like they out here making like Resident Evil 2 before like continuing the mainline series. I mean, I know people wanted this, but it's
But
like,
Resident Evil 7 was good though. That's a
yeah, I
new
know,
game.
but I'm saying like it's taking them
Look,
like they've taken a stopgap
Steph,
here.
Eric's a hater. That's all. It's okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
I am.
it
hating
came
a
out in
little bit.
2017, Eric.
Oh, that's true. But what stopped them? Why we had to stop? Go back to
Nobody's saying
Resident Evil.
anybody has to stop. They could continue with Resident Evil.
Yeah,
8.
when we getting Resident Evil 8 in 2021?
Probably.
I
I would
think
imagine
they'll
it'll be
be-
on the next set of systems. Yeah, I
Yeah.
really do think. It'll
That
be
might
there.
be at this E3. Maybe
Yeah.
they'll have it at this E3.
Might be a launch
Yeah.
title. Could be.
Yeah, they've been at pretty much the last 3 E3s, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Resident Evil, like in general. They had the remake. No, they had 7, the remake, and then the second remake, and then this year if they announce a new one.
All right,
Resident
one
Evil 8.
last game, and I'm gonna make this short. I played Sea of Thieves, finished up all the Sea Crawler stuff. I got every item for everything. I'm so happy.
Wow.
Did that today.
Nice.
Sea Crawlers, bitches. That's right.
So,
Crabs.
all you have to do now is.
So, are you telling me that you got crabs, Dustin?
Yes, all over my boat.
That's dope. That's dope. Yeah, they actually have an antibiotic for that. They got an
Yeah.
antibiotic. And you
I'm
can
not.
take
You're
for
not.
that.
You're not cleaning my deck. All right. I just we had to keep that joke going. What else? I don't think I've played anything else. I bought Diablo 3 for one of my good friends and my brother, not Jason, my other brother. They've never played it before, so I'm excited to play with them. And Rainbow Six Siege. That's it. That's all I've played. I don't know if anybody has played anything different they want to talk about.
Well, I've been playing. I just got Resident Evil 2 this week, so I'm in that same boat playing that one. Playing Leon, really good. Really enjoying it so far. Outside of that, I've mostly been PUBG and a little bit of Apex when I can. But oh yeah, Crackdown. Yeah, I was playing Crackdown 2 from the Game Pass. Really fun. Really enjoying it. And can't wait to get my agents all the way up in levels. I do want to do some co-op at some point because that looks like a fun game to co-op as well. Wrecking Zone was it was alright, but it certainly didn't feel as good as the campaign. It feels very laggy and like it needs a lot of work. So I really hope they fix that up within the next couple weeks. Hope they don't like just kind of abandon the game after like one update, which would really suck because I kind of want the game to get more DLC, maybe even like another city, like I don't know, maybe another like an island or something that you can play the campaign too. So I mean, I kind of doubt it, but I do hope Microsoft support it for a little bit at least, show they have a little bit more commitment to it. That's pretty much it for me.
All right, Eric, you just been playing Magic the Gathering. Can we move on?
I haven't really, like I told you, I'm missing stuff. I gotta get to playing things. I play Crackdown. I gotta play. I think I play Anthem for the Division. I gotta play Metro, but I gotta play the other ones before I again because I want to refresh myself before I get to that one. But yeah,
Just watch a YouTube video, man. Go ahead. Just watch a YouTube video.
Just watch a YouTube video to catch me up to speed.
Yeah. Somebody done spliced it all together for you already, man.
The Metro series.
Yeah.
When
I'm
does
sure
you
some
know
is
what's
a good
Yeah.
catch up video.
yeah like this? I know Anthem gameplay wise, I probably just end. I know people don't. I end up just playing that a lot. I know because it was fun. Probably similar situation with Crackdown. I don't know what the issue is, like you said, Steph, but I'll probably end up playing it. But no, I haven't gotten to play anything. I haven't gotten to.
All right, then we'll go ahead and finish us off here. I've been playing the same. I mean, I've been back up my Hearthstone grind. I don't know if I mentioned this on the podcast, but I play Hearthstone, man. Play that shit.
Hearthstone. Whoa.
Yeah. We're a
Hold on a minute.
coworker.
You playing? Oh, with a coworker.
Yeah. We'll play it with a coworker, former coworker. Yeah. Yeah. So I play that, time to time. I've been building up my priest deck. Pause. And yeah, I'm pretty nasty at the game. So anybody want to play? Yeah, I'll let your boy. How about
Nobody
you?
gives a damn about no Hearthstone.
Bro, okay, whatever.
2019. It's all
Whatever.
about that Magic Gathering arena.
Bro,
Okay?
people was playing Magic the Gathering 20 years ago. Get that shit out of here.
Wow, you gotta look.
Get
They
that
back.
old shit.
They back in the
You know
wheelchair.
what? You can gather your magic tricks with your hats and the bunnies and all. Take that. You do that. You gather that shit by yourself. I'm playing Hearthstone.
Hearthstone is good, but that's why they brought Magic Arena back because they saw Hearthstone was stomping on their ground. That's what happened. They was stomping.
No. What they did was they bought the grounds and kicked them out. They wasn't just stomping.
They coming back. They deserve a second chance. Okay.
We might let them trim the hedges.
Now look, Hearthstone is a great game, but I wouldn't say it's better than Magic. I ain't gonna lie. Sorry, it's just not. It's more casual, but ain't better than Magic.
I'll listen to you. More
It's
casual.
true. It's pretty like compared to Magic, like it's pretty.
I'm sure it is. You probably rolling dice while you playing that shit on your computer.
This guy, let you hate. But I'm glad you're playing Hearthstone. It's a fun game.
Yeah. I'm playing Hearthstone. Also, I'm on my Halo grind. Your boy got to diamond. You know what I'm saying? Ah, I'm out here diamond. Yeah. I'm diamond out here in Team Slayer. So you know what it is.
Yeah,
And
I definitely was it Halo 5?
Halo 5, yeah,
Okay,
and I
good.
just got the Platinum 5 and Team Objective, so I don't want nobody trying to question your boy's status out here in these Halo streets, because I will body you. Yes, I have an off day every now and then, but I mean I didn't get Diamond for no reason, bro. Your boy out here, I'm out here bodying fools. I mean, we talking Team Slayer, we talking straight up kills. Now objectives, a little different because people don't use their mics like they used to. And it's not like it used to be. But see, that's a clever thing about Halo. The little in-game chatter that they have with the Spartans, where like, oh, the guy over here, he's one shot. Yeah. That shit they did. That right there is ahead of its time. That right there is pretty much. Yeah, it's pretty much the ping system, like without actually seeing it. You just got to listen to them talking. But anyway, I also I went back and played Gears because they had like a little weekend thing for Valentine's Day or whatever, and I seen it, but I missed it. But they had some other stuff after Gears of War, after the Valentine's stuff was over. So I was like, let me just try Gears. I ain't played Gears in a while. Man, I'm trash at it right now. So I'm trying to get my feet underneath me again. You know what I mean? So and I feel like I played something new. Oh, I played Celeste for a few hours.
How was it?
It's pretty cool, man. It's like I wish the game actually looked like the cutscenes that they show, because it's really pixelated. Like it's a pretty looking game, like the cutscene, or not cutscenes, but it's more like I'm trying to think of more kind of like Zelda, like when you talk and the little screen pops up and shows your character's face and it's got a little dialogue. It reminds me of that. But it looks really good. It looks like 2018. Whereas the actual game itself, I feel like they could have done more to make the environment look a little better. But like the music of the game is really, really good. The music is great. I mean, when you got games like Ori out there, I feel like this game could have got, if it was stylized like that, I think it would be liked a little bit better. I could kind of see like just early on with the early puzzles, because the game is about climbing a mountain, and I don't know if there's something in between here and there that changes it, quite a bit. But I can kind of see where some like people who are like really diehard puzzle platformer kind of people that would get. You remember this was nominated for Game of the Year, if you guys don't remember, last year or so, which I just kind of think is weird, but yeah, I can kind of see why it got nominated. I guess at least a little nod to it. So it's a really pretty cool game. You guys could try it out. I think it was, if you guys downloaded it last month, it was free. I want to say it was either last month or in December. But yeah, it's a pretty good game, man. I think that's the last thing I played that I can think of off the top of my head. But yeah.
All right. Well, I think that wraps up the show then. We appreciate everybody tuning in this week. We would love to get some more letters at xboxuncut.com. Like I said, I'm going to go check out, see why it's not uploading to certain podcast apps, and we'll get that right back up there. But we hope y'all have a wonderful week. We're sorry we had to do the show early. I have to work tomorrow, and I just wouldn't have been able to do the podcast. And I'd rather get the show out this week than us delay it or push it off. I'd rather get it a day early. But I appreciate everybody for coming in and doing the show this week early with me. But until then,
no problem.
We will see y'all next week on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And we'll have more to talk about, because video games, it never stops, guys. Feeling it never stops. But until then, we love y'all. Peace out.
Peace.
All right, thanks everybody that tuned in live with us. We really greatly appreciate it. Old No Bones, you're awesome. But we
Thanks,
will
Old No
talk to y'all
Bones.
later.
Yeah, thanks, Bones.